Hello everybody, I hope everybody's having a great day today. First thing I gotta say is every time that you guys see lipstick on my eye teeth, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I always check before I start recording, and then I guess I smile too hard when I take a couple of pictures first. Because I triple checked and I'm hoping that there's none again this time. It's almost as if I need to check every 2 minutes of doing a video. I'm so sorry. But on a nicer note, please leave me a comment, like my video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell button. Have 50 right now. I'm so happy. Thank you, all of you. Okay, what am I talking about today? I honestly don't know. I'm looking at a few things, a few ideas. I'm going to start with, I finally used my Marc Jacob eyeshadow palette. Oh, it is so beautiful. Look at this. Look at these colors. Look. Oh, they went on like a dream. Absolutely gorgeous. Love them. Love them. I have to use this more often. The other thing I did is I finally managed to completely transfer everything onto my spreadsheets, all my lists, inventory, blah, blah, blah. I just have to, because my project pan has been changing a lot. Because you find products that all don't work, etc., etc. So because I was going to transfer everything onto a spreadsheet, I didn't update anything, which means I didn't update my inventory. So I have to go through all the numbers again today. At least everything's down on the computer now. All right, so that is a good thing. So that was one. Another thing I wanted to mention is, up until yesterday, I had no clue that there was a difference between contour and bronzer. Such a moron. That's what I mean when I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm 53. Doesn't mean I can't learn. It just means that it's harder for stuff to stay in my memory at this stage because of how sick I am, but that's okay. Today, I actually used, I don't know if this will work. I think it looks okay. I hope it does. So what I did was, because when I found out that contour is different, I was listening, and the lady said that contour tends to be cooler toned than bronzers. Okay, fine, I can live with that. But what is a cool tone? So I am hoping that first I don't blind you guys, and that second, this one is a contour. I'm hoping that's a contour, and I'm hoping that's a contour. So I'm going to have to check that out. This seems warm to me, and that's sparkly, so I know that's not a contour, that's a bronzer. But this one seems a little warm to me, but this one to me and this one seem like they are cool tones, so therefore contours. But what I did today is my regular blush that I have in my project pan. I used that, and not blush, sorry, bronzer, there we go. I didn't use this one today, but I used my regular bronzer that was in my project pan after I used this as a contour. I hope this is a contour color. I can't see what it says right now. It's sculpting bronzer. What does sculpting bronzer mean? Anyway, that's what I did. I kept it very, very tight in I did the fish face because it needs to be in the shadow, and then I put a bit of bronzer on top of all of that. So I'm hoping that worked out. And also another thing I did was, because I've been listening to other videos explaining or I'm trying to understand what a finishing powder is. It was a little heavy on the color. So, and I had seen a couple of videos where a couple of ladies used their Essence highlighter as a finishing powder. So I tried that. And to me, and then I did the spray afterwards because I didn't want the powdery look, but I don't know, I thought it looked good. Let me know if it doesn't, because if it doesn't, then I will try to make obvious modifications to figure it out. But I think it looks better than what I've ever done. I think I'm adding this to my project pan for obvious reasons, because it's got both bronzer and contour. And we'll see. And it's got the powders as well. But the powders I'm not going to touch until I finish at least 2 in there, because I've got a loose powder and a matte and a pressed powder. I've got the Revlon Stay Matte powder, and I've got the Bourjois, what's it called? Loose powder. I've also got the tiny little e.l.f. under eye powder, which is what I've been using strictly under my eyes. And that is almost half empty. And I've only been using it for maybe 3 weeks. So as soon as that's done, we'll see how the others go, because I don't want to use, no, I do want to continue using my powders, but if I've got a powder in here and this is in my project pan already and they look good, then I'm going to continue using that. Okay, now what else did I want to talk about? I know I'm babbling a mile a minute. It drives my husband crazy. I love it. I want to talk to you guys about water type flossers. Ever since I discovered a water type flosser almost 3 years ago, I have not been able to go back to regular dental floss. I mentioned this before in a video. Every few months I will use actual dental floss to make sure that my gums are not bleeding or whatever. But before the water type flossers, so lazy when it came to flossing, maybe once a week. And of course, every time I would floss, my gums would bleed. Not good. So I had gotten this one from the Philips Sonicare one. I got this one, and 10 months in, it stopped working. It was under warranty. I contacted the company. They sent me a new one. 1 month in, it stopped working. I called the company. They sent me a new one. That was the wrong one. They rectified that, sent me a new one, which was this one. This one has worked for 1.5 years. So essentially, in 2.5 years, I've gone through 3 of these. These are not cheap. They're at least $100 a piece. Like, really? I got lucky. Last week, I went to Shoppers Drug Mart, and they had a Waterpick water flosser on sale. It was originally $80, and I was able to buy it for $59.99. And because I have points, I was able to buy it. But I don't know how long this is going to last. All I know is that this would pulse. It gives you the choice of 1 pulse, 2 pulse, 3 pulses of water. This one doesn't pulse. It's constant. It's either soft constant or hard constant. You have a choice. 1 or 2. 1 or 2. The first time I used it, it was on 2, and it was like, whoa! Then I went down to 1. But ever since I discovered the water type flossers, twice a day, religiously. It doesn't, I feel dirty if I don't use it. It's like I'm in bed. I forgot to brush my teeth. And this is the first thing, or whatever it was the first thing I did. So what I used to do with this was this little cavity. They say put water in it, or you can put mouthwash. And what I have is a little container of mouthwash, and I would put about this much mouthwash, and the rest of the bottle would be water. So it would be, not super strength. And that's how I would floss my teeth, and therefore all the germs would be eradicated, hopefully. But this one has a lot of water capacity. So I put about this much in, whatchamacallit, mouthwash, and the rest is all water. And I'm telling you, it is amazing. And if I have to do it again, which I usually do, because I like doing it on the outside and on the inside, which is a little more difficult, but you get used to it. And so I fill it up again. But oh man, oh man, oh man. Never again will I go back to only using regular dental floss. I just can't. This is the best thing ever. And this is just a Waterpick. Not sponsored. This is my opinion. This is how I feel about it. I bought it myself. Waterpick, you want to send me more? My husband would love to have one. But no, seriously, this is amazing. Amazing. Of course, if I ever win the lottery, I will go out and buy the most expensive water type flosser out there. I told my husband that. He laughed. No, it's amazing. It really is. Especially somebody like me who's so scared of the dentist. Many long stories that I essentially not go. So I try very hard to take care of my teeth. The only thing I'm overdue in doing again is using the Crest white strips. It's been about 3 or 4 years since I've used them. I want to get the good ones, and even on sale they're expensive, so I have to get my points up again. And none of the makeup on my list is from the drugstore, so it's like, oh. I don't know how I'm going to do it now. I'll have to figure it out. But there you go. Oh, I managed to get 3 tops. Let's try that again. Zzz. Okay, managed to get 3 topics in. Wow, and I remembered at the beginning to ask you guys to leave me a comment, like my video, subscribe to my channel. A bientôt.